Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is your captain speaking. Just a little bit of flight information. Coming up on your left, you can catch a glimpse of our beautiful islands, Curaçao, Bonaire, and Aruba. Thank you for flying with TUI in collaboration with Fuego, the final destination of the Netherlands. Connecting you around the world through esports.
What's up guys, we are here in Den Haag in early morning and we're going to be visiting the Curacao Huis and visit the gevolmachtigde Minister of Curaçao and have a conversation with him about the projects we're doing here in the Netherlands. So during our visit in the Netherlands, we visited the gevolmachtigd Minister at the Curacao Huis to be able to talk to him about Project Unity, the reason why we came to Holland for, and of course all the projects that we're working on. So after walking around in the city, not being able to find the Curaçao Huis, we finally found it and we entered, went to the balie really quick, and we finally got a chance to enter and meet up with the gevolmachtigd Minister. So we spoke about different topics with the Minister. We started talking about first of how I went and got into esports, how my stay was in Mexico, experiencing all of the esports activities there. And then of course, when I came back to Curaçao, how I started up Fuego. And a few days later down the line, I met up with Georgie, and then Georgie joining the team. And I would love to say that we are the best duo owners in the current esports scene. And of course, afterwards, we spoke about the whole Project Unity, what our goals really are together with TUI, and of course, that is bring more opportunities. And of course, we spoke about Project Unity together with TUI, what we're doing, and all of our goals, which is basically one of the most important ones, bringing more opportunities to all the Antianos we have there in the Netherlands through esports.
Me time hobby lei was an abini, matra tempo que dangue just mas siapa so na regret ni un secondo ni minute como dire kana was usang bype sa kaya usang hobby lang 20 algo 22 23 quando 24 yes dus bype usang inteiro mundo usang nilante to grab it. I mean ora usang tay na automaticamente ko solta met sub no usang.
So we had a really nice conversation with the Minister. He gave us a lot of insights and ideas of what we could be doing and how to handle certain things here in the Netherlands. And of course, afterwards, we took some pictures with him. And then we straight off went to our next destination, the Curacao Tourist Board.
Now guys, gonna get your personal opinion how that went?
It was great. Honestly, it was a great time. We talked to the gevolmachtigde Minister and he gave us some advice, which is really cool. We also talked to his colleague Sasha, I think her name was, which is going to grill us a little bit about business, so we're excited about that. But how did you think of it?
No, it went really well. It was really exciting to be able to share everything we do with him, and I think there's a lot of opportunities ahead. I think he was also very excited. So yeah, we're going to see where this leads us. But for now, our next destination. Alright guys, guys, we just arrived here at the new Babylon building where the Curacao Tourist Board is located, and we're about to head in to have a meeting with the representative. So, ready Georgie?
Yep, let's go.
What's up guys, just a reminder that you can automatically enter a raffle to win 3 big JBL prizes by just signing up for the partners newsletters. Please sign up on the link below. So thanks to CNEX, we were able to meet with Muriat de Bruin from the Curacao Tourist Board to discuss different possibilities of how we can bring more tourists to Curacao. And of course, as most of you know, the Curacao Tourist Board sponsors Ajax, which is a traditional sport. And of course, now being able to see all of the numbers that esports has, it's obviously more interesting, or it could be very interesting for the Curacao Tourist Board to also start looking into esports. We're doing a documentary, a mini-series of everything we're doing here in Holland. Our conversation actually at the gevolmachtigd Minister was in Papiamento, no? Do you mind if we do it in English, or should we?
You want Spanish? You want Portuguese?
Hola. Vamos a hacer en español. No, we'll switch around a little bit.
Yeah, let's switch it up. It's part of our personality, part of what makes Fuego what Fuego is, right?
Yeah.
It's Curacao based, until we try to keep everything in English, but like I'm doing, our personality is what makes it attractive for people to follow us.
Okay.
And that we put a lot of papiamento and a lot of Spanish or a lot of Dutch into our personality and what we say in our daily life, and that's what we want to come through as well to everyone else that is watching our videos. That's the I always call it the special Curaçao sauce that we put into our videos and our content in general.
So, yeah. All right. Fuego, we're an esports organization. So we do professional video gaming. So long story short, I was a professional video gamer when I was 18. I participated in big leagues internationally. In Mexico, I played for a Mexican organization. After that, 2 years later, I came back to Curaçao and I started up Fuego as the first esports organization on Curaçao, actually in the whole, in the ABC Islands, to be able to offer other gamers and also now entertainment, people in entertainment. So for example, streamers, people that want to do vlogging, YouTube videos, all types of content, to offer them a platform to be able to get that as a career or try to pursue that as a career.
You guys have a career in e-gaming, right?
So one of the biggest confusions we have here in Curaçao or in the whole Caribbean is the word e-gaming. E-gaming's term is usually used for professional gambling or sports betting or casinos, and we have nothing to do with that. So we use the term esports, which only focuses on professional video gaming and of course the whole industry itself. So when people usually say e-gaming, I instantly correct them and tell them no, it's esports, because we don't want to associate ourselves with anything gambling related, because that's not what we do.
Electronic sports.
E-gaming
sometimes means two things. You can either go in gambling or you can go in video gaming. So that's why we use esports.
Esports. The distinction, especially for Curaçao and the Netherlands, is important because e-gaming, people relate to gambling already, and we're definitely not anything close to a gambling organization.
Right. And then, but tell me a little bit more. How is Fuego structured? Because I heard about you. I saw some things in the media sometimes going through. But Kiko Fuego tahasi dus. Kiko esports tanto kung busnang to make it as a career for yourselves, and what are your goals actually with it? What do you guys want to reach? Let's say for the business and for your company, that's the business, for the island, for the participants, the people wanting to pursue a career in that.
So let's explain a little bit about the esports industry. It's a really rapidly growing, already very big industry where basically professional video gaming, you can relate to it to traditional sports. So you have like the MLB, the NBA. So it's literally the same structure, but for video gaming. There's a lot of brands involved, of course, because of these tournaments. It's live streamed online all over.
A lot of eyes on it.
A lot of then target groups for these brands, and it's the same way they sponsor those events and then have their brand placements on it. So that's one of the biggest revenue streams, right? This ad deals.
And brand deals.
Yeah. So the same way you have then athletes for traditional sports, you also have athletes for esports, and organizations are formed all around the world, which then hire these players to play for them. And then you have specific leagues. And now, for example, I'm sure you have heard of the game Fortnite. It would be impossible.
Everybody knows.
Yeah. So you have League of Legends, Call of Duty, FIFA. You have different leagues all around the world. So let's say a FIFA is MLB in this case, or League of Legends, their league is the NBA. You have different games that you have these the esports leagues formed around it. So it's a whole ecosystem with different careers coming from the esports players themselves to coaches, analysts, the legal, production,
editors, designers. There's a lot of different jobs that get created because of these leagues. and we're part of an official league now that is throughout the entire Caribbean and Central America. So we compete against each other, and then to see who can win and then get a chance to compete in the main league, which is where he used to play in Mexico.
Yes. And
So you used to live in Mexico, and that was your job, and that was you do. You were playing games for a living.
Yes.
Playing video games for a living.
For 2 years, I played in Brawl Esports. Then I lived in Mexico, and I would live in a gaming house there, which is basically a house, but the living room is transformed into a gaming area. So you have like 7 computer setups, and you sit there with your team, and then you wake up at 8, go to the gym, do your breakfast, and you meet at, let's say, 9:30, and then the kickoff meeting starts. How the scrims schedule is going. Scrims is practice against other teams. And then you sit and you practice, and then you do VOD reviews, which is after games everything is recorded, and then you sit down, replays, and
You
then
watch the tape just like any NFL player watches tape.
they watch how they play to know where to improve, and then you do your lunch, your thing, and then again at 3 p.m. another scrim practice block. So it's really considered a job. It is a job, and I was paid for doing that. And as soon as I did 2 years in esports, I decided to come back and start up Fuego. But the cool thing I always remember, and it's also one of the main reasons why we're here in the Curacao Tourist Board, is because when we play as Curacao, especially when I played, every single time I go on stage, there's so many questions, and they always say El jugador de Curaçao, you know what I mean? And everyone's like, ¿Dónde está Curaçao? It becomes like a whole hype, and then on my social media I get guys in it saying, Curaçao el nuevo, which is like how they say MLB, we have like all of the talent from here. They say, Curaçao, the new place for the Korean talent. So Korea is considered más millón en el mundo. Adoro comida ng babasa, I know. And I say, joke, beside Curaçao is a new place for talent, etc.
Our main task is to market Curaçao in a few markets as much as possible, to get as much as tourists to visit the island and spend money on the island and have a good time on the island.
So we discussed several ways of how we're going to be able to achieve this, because looking at the numbers, for example, of the Free Fire League or the League of Legends World Championships, these are a lot of views, over 1 million views, which is similar or more than traditional sports. So I'm definitely looking forward to see how we can collaborate with the Curacao Tourist Board to be able to make this happen next year.
Alright guys, we just finished the meeting here at the Curacao Tourist Board, and honestly one of the best meetings we had so far in the Netherlands, being able to share all of our esports experience and sharing the whole industry with the people from the Curacao Tourist Board to see how we can maybe collaborate with each other with the same goal, which is getting Curaçao's name out there, and this is also why we're here in the Netherlands. So really good meeting, looking forward for the next ones and see what we can do together. See you guys in the next one.